Julia from 90 Day Fiance has left America. Yo, I am not lying, that is the actual truth. Julia yesterday posted on social media that picture right there of her in an airport not looking very happy, saying, "Bye America, I go, hashtag 90 Day Fiance," and everyone is wondering what in the God's name is going on. So we have a couple different possibilities. I'll be completely honest with y'all, I have no idea, but people have been commenting below, and Betty, Brandon's mom, has also been kind of like getting involved in the comments, so it kind of left some pretty good hints. Number one of the people did leave a comment saying, like, Miss Julia, not Mrs. Julia. She said, "Miss Julia, blah, 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 nothing too crazy." And then everyone was commenting saying, "Oh, weird, why wouldn't you say Mrs. considering that Julia is married?" And then finally one person was like, "Listen, she said Miss, that doesn't make any bit of a deal, that doesn't make any bit of a difference." And then Brandon's mom, Betty, did comment below that comment and said, "Agreed." So probably, I don't think she's, divorcing him or anything like that, but she definitely is leaving America. Another interesting thing is someone did comment, this person right there said, "I recognize this place, JFK Terminal 1. I used to work there 9 years ago. Aeroflot flies out of there, so I'm guessing you're going to Russia." Now, I will say one thing, really, 9 years ago, seriously, 9 years, the airport's probably changed some. Maybe not JFK, but it's like, wouldn't the airport have changed in 9 years? However, that would make the most sense that Julia is now going back to Russia to see family. She hasn't been there in forever. She now has some more money. And the other interesting thing, too, to note is they just filmed the 90 Day Fiance tell-all last Saturday? I think it was last Saturday, I believe Katrina from Frauded Media said that. So if that was the case, they just filmed the tell-all, now she's done with 90 Day Fiance happily ever after, she can go live her life, and then she's going back to Russia to see some family. And for those of you guys wondering, well, have Brandon and Julia ever, did they actually end up moving out? Because in the last episode, oh, you guys were so mad at me. I was standing up for Brandon and said, Mom and Dad, Ron and Betty, and you guys just went off on me. I don't even freaking care, because that's my opinion. We all have our own opinions. However, their whole plan was that they were going to move out, and I don't know when this was filmed, when their actual, 90 Day Fiance episode was filmed, and they said that they wanted to move out. The thing I do kind of find funny, though, is, like I said, Betty, Brandon's mom, was commenting all these things, these posts right there saying, is it a visit, or are you finally leaving that man-child and his, crazy family? And then Betty just responded and said, "Really? Then you pay for their rent and food, and do you let people just live in your house for free? If so, I'll send them your way, LOL." That tells me that there is a chance. And if you look at their pictures on social media, mainly Julia's, she's still on the farm. They're still with all these animals. That kind of tells me, you guys, that maybe they moved out temporarily. Maybe they did move out, but it's like, I kind of have a gut feeling that, honestly, they're still on the farm, maybe. And you guys are probably going to go off on me again and say they for sure moved out, and maybe they did move out. But I'm just kind of like, remember the first thing that they were supposed to move out and Brandon just sat down with his mom and negotiated them staying on the farm? I wouldn't be shocked if something like that kind of happens. I could be wrong, I don't know for sure, but we have no proof whatsoever that they did move out. They're definitely still in contact with, Betty, at least, because Betty is constantly commenting on Julia's Instagram, so I don't think it's as bad as they make it seem. And as of yesterday and everything that went down yesterday, everyone going off on me, oh, it's just so funny. I love the drama. And you know what, guys? We can all agree to disagree. If you don't know, on yesterday's episode, Brandon's mom, Betty, threw them a party, and then Brandon and Julia ran out because they didn't want them to throw the party, and I kind of just took it as, you know what? They threw the party for free. All you have to do is go and eat and go home. She didn't ask you to pay. She didn't ask you to help set up. She didn't ask you to help take the party down. I was like, what's the big deal? But everyone went off on me, saying that because they asked Betty to not throw the party, they shouldn't have thrown the party. And I get it. You know what? Let's be honest. Betty, she's a control freak. I just figured it's a freaking party. You go for an hour and you go home. But Brandon and Julia, they were so mad, they ended up running out the door and they just left and they ditched everyone. And that's what I was really kind of like, that's super rude, disrespectful. If you don't agree, then hey, I guess you're going to have to let bygones be bygones. I just think that is freaking rude. They threw a party for you. They spent money for you. Whether or not you wanted it or not, they still did it. So just be polite enough, not even to your parents, Brandon, but at least people there. The people there went to see you and you ran out the door. So it's just like, to me, I was just like, yeah, that's pretty freaking rude. But apparently everyone else, besides me, thought that was totally rude of Brandon's mom to throw the party when they didn't ask for it. I just figured it's not like it was anything bad, it was just a freaking party. But hey, everyone was getting mad at me. And also, before I sign off for the day today, guys, we have one last 90 Day Fiance announcement, and that would be with 90 Day, the whole Discovery Plus. That if you're on it, it's cool. If you're overseas, if you're not in America, I don't know about Canada, but if you're not in America, you can't even get Discovery Plus. But my whole point is this: on Discovery Plus, there's now a new show called 90 Day Journey, and one of the people on there, which is kind of cool to see, is Kenny and Armando. And yes, if you don't already know, they did get married at the end of May, and their wedding is actually on the 90 Day Fiance Journey thing. It's kind of cool. Got to see a little bit of a sneak peek, and you know, I kind of feel weird about it because I was trying to kind of look. We didn't get to see a lot, but we did get to see Kenny and Armando talk with the people behind them. So we got to see some people that were at the actual wedding. We saw all of Kenny's, kids and whatnot. But I didn't see a whole lot of Armando's family, so I just kind of felt a little bit weird, like, were they there? I believe I saw Armando's sister, but I don't know if I saw, his mom and the dad. So I didn't watch the whole thing through, I just kind of skimmed through it. But you check it out for yourself, let me know what you think. But I was just kind of like, ooh, this is not good. If his mom and dad didn't go to the wedding, that's really unfortunate. But one last thing with Kenny and Armando that's kind of interesting is they are apparently still in Mexico. This is another thing that's so weird to me with these two guys. They are apparently still in Mexico. I think they are, but they always constantly put based in Mexico on their Instagram pictures. And then it's like Kenny went to his daughter's pregnant. His daughter, Cassidy, I think, right there, she's pregnant. Okay. It says St. Petersburg, Florida. They did one of the baby gender reveal things. It's clearly Florida. Everyone there, her entire family, and then the guy's family, like everyone is there. They're clearly in Florida. So Kenny posted this picture and said based in Mexico and said, it's a boy. My daughter's having a boy. And it says based in Mexico. But then if you go in the actual picture that Cass posted, it said, you're back home in Mexico now. I just miss you a lot, and it was in St. Petersburg, Florida. So I don't know if, I have no idea. I don't know if I'm trying to read into this too much, but it's almost like that they, are trying to act like they're just, constantly in Mexico, when Kenny has definitely been back and forth a couple of times. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe they just tagged Mexico because he was now in Mexico. Maybe it wasn't that big of a deal, but it's like, why? It's almost like they're pretending that they're still in Mexico and it's like he was coming back and forth. So I don't know. Probably nothing. I just kind of thought it was odd. Like, is he trying to act like he's only in Mexico because he's not seeing his family when clearly, he came to America and has been back to Florida. So I don't know what exactly is going on. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. His daughter is having a boy, which is exciting. And I wish them well. They are definitely going to be back on 90 Day Fiance in some capacity on one of the shows. Probably Happily Ever After. Honestly, probably for sure they're going to be back on Happily Ever After, almost more than likely, which will probably be in quite some time. But either way, they're still together, they're now married, and apparently they're doing incredibly well. And I guess they're still living in Mexico. It's like, I almost wonder, are they trying to come over to America and they're trying to keep it low-key and quiet for the show? I don't know. I'm all over the place. They could be, maybe they just want to stay in Mexico. Who really knows? But I wouldn't be shocked if something is going on behind the scenes with Kenny coming back and forth, and then him trying to act like he's not. Maybe they're trying to get, Armando and the daughter Hannah to come over. I don't know. I feel like something is definitely going on that we will likely probably end up seeing in 6, 7, 8, maybe even more months on 90 Day Fiance. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Brandon and Julia, the moral of that story is, I'm pretty positive they're still together. I don't think it's anything serious. I think she just honestly probably is done with 90 Day Fiance now with her season and wants to go home and see her family now that everything with the pandemic and everything is kind of somewhat sort of settled down, at least here in America. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit the comments below, and y'all better please stay tuned for many more videos.